Every Friday, the team at Local Waste also presents a little something we call Trash Talk. Oh yeah, Hoyles, throw it up there. It's time to get into this. Blake sent this in to talk at RyanJesperson.com. Says, I wish I was dumb. I wish I could see the world through a small tunnel of ignorance. I wish I could see medical professionals and scientists busting their asses over a deadly virus and think, oh, it only affects a small number of people. I wish I could hear about people getting sick from it and think, well, it's nobody I know. I wish I could hear from people dying and think, well, they probably had underlying conditions or had already lived long enough. I wish I could look at a tiny inconvenient rule of wearing a mask in public places and think, that does nothing, I'm special. I wish I could look at restrictions and think, that goes against my freedoms, without ever thinking of the big picture. I really wish I was dumb. That from Blake. Not dumb. This one from Brenda, who says every critical care unit staffed with a multidisciplinary team of nurses, respiratory therapists, physicians, and pharmacists. Every individual has taken specialized training to take care of critically ill patients and work as part of the team. They've been doing it for months. I don't understand why people won't give doctors a break. All I hear is, I want my rights. What if doctors whined, I have no formal agreement with the province, and shut down? Think about what doctors are doing. Treat them with respect, says Brenda. I am sick of whine. This one from Tracy, who says this is not meant to disparage hairdressers or the work they do. The other day, I sat in a hair salon and I watched people put themselves in the hands of some pretty talented stylists. Nobody was questioning what they were doing in the back room, mixing up chemicals to turn hair colors. Heck, they didn't even ask what was in the shampoo. They just trusted their stylists. And the same people were sitting in these chairs telling everybody that would listen that vaccines aren't safe, right? I won't be anybody's guinea pig. The government is lying to us. Masks don't work. Tracy says, I guess they saw a YouTube video or maybe read it on Facebook. They trust their hairdresser with chemical mixes applied to their skulls. But because a scientist with 30 years of experience isn't enough when it comes to credibility, they can't be trusted because you've done your own research. Not one person walked into the salon that day, said they saw a YouTube video about hair color and demanded it be done differently. Things that make you go, from Tracy. What about this from Randy, who says to the MLAs, the 17 of you that signed the anti-public health restrictions, your actions in sending this letter to the public, foolish and dangerous. How dare you undermine unnecessary public measures at a critical time? You are anti-science. You have embarrassed us. Resign! That from Randy. What about this one from Nathan? I'm a 20-year-old post-secondary student, he says, and I am done. This provincial government, corporate buddies, they've forgotten about young people. Says, I was at the opening of the new science building at the University of Lethbridge in 2019. You notice how the students welcomed Premier then? With booze. You're showing up at a post-secondary institution, cutting the ribbon of a building you didn't even pay for, slashing funding even worse in the midst of a global pandemic, making it even tougher to attend classes even online. Unacceptable. You need to stand up and be a proper leader. How many more people are we going to lose before you get your head out of your earth and start doing things the right way? Says Nathan, I love the show and I always listen when I can. Hey Nathan, good luck with the studies. And this one, finally, from Wendy. A shout out to all you mamas out there as we observe Mother's Day this weekend. Wendy says, today is the first day of homeschooling, Alberta's K-6 schools, at least for those of us lucky enough to not be isolating. Many parents now suddenly juggling work and school. Oh wait, not all parents, it's moms. Sure, the odd dad here or there doing his bit, but it's mostly moms. Happy freaking Mother's Day, Alberta. That from Wendy in Edmonton, who wraps up, by the way, with a big swipe. Hey, Ryan, how will you balance the challenge of working full-time and teaching your kid? Or is that mom's job to figure out? Hey, my kind-hearted trash talk right back at you, Wendy, is we're a team. My wife's a rock star, and she calls the shots as our family manager. And I'm lucky to have her at home with Wyatt while I'm here with you. Much love, everybody. Have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day, and we'll talk to you live Monday morning.